She was like, is Jupiter always a beneficial planet to have? So Jupiter is typically beneficial. It is known as a benefic planet. It is typically a blessing to have in a situation. Now, the thing about Jupiter is that it's all about expansion, spiritual expansion. And so, therefore, it tends to exaggerate an energy, right? So, for instance, today we have an aspect, a very powerful aspect that is involving Jupiter. Jupiter is currently in the sign of Gemini. So we have this fiery, expansive, optimistic, exaggerating planet in the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign that loves communication and conversation and being social and seeking information. And so Jupiter's in this really social sign in a square aspect, right? So a square is a point of tension. So Jupiter is in a point of tension with the sun. The sun is in the sign of Virgo. What do Virgo and Gemini have in common? They're both ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, right? And so communications can be really exaggerated. People might go really far with their rumors, with their storytelling, with their seeking out the details, right? Because Mercury is all about the details. And at the same time, it's a little much, right? So Jupiter doesn't stop. Jupiter is pretty much inexhaustible. And so it's like, we have the sun in Virgo, which is pointing us to our to-do list, right? Our daily devotions, our daily tasks, and really doesn't like to shy away from those things. It has a job to get done. And then you have it in a point of tension, pretty much a conflict or an argument or a disagreement with this planet of Jupiter. Jupiter's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get out of here. Forget your to-do list. So you might be feeling some of that. I know I have felt it today where I just feel very pulled away from my to-do list and I feel just exhausted. And Jupiter can be exhausting because it has this bigger perspective of what things can be. And we're human beings and we can't necessarily meet that energy today, but it wants us to. It wants us to be able to hold that bigger picture, that bigger excitement, that bigger optimism, and just throw the party before we've even gotten the to-do list done. So I think that's the biggest thing to keep in mind when Jupiter is involved with other planets. It can be a blessing and it can be too much. So learn to recognize the fine line when Jupiter's involved.